Welcome back, everybody. I wanted to talk about the so-called mistake we're all going to make in this hobby and why it doesn't matter and it shouldn't bother you if you come across it, and that is selling too early. So you either have two options when selling parts of your collection. You either sold the items to buy something else within the hobby, or you've sold them and used the money for something outside of this hobby, something, a real life scenario that you may have needed the money for, or something that you just wanted to do, a holiday, something, an experience like that. So let's address each of these with a little anecdote of my own, because I have done both of these in my case. The first scenario is perhaps when something has caught your eye, whether it's because it's a new card coming with the release of the latest set, or something you've seen on Instagram that you didn't know about previously but have now become absolutely obsessed with. You perhaps want to try and be sensible about it and not put more money into the hobby, so you sell or trade what you already have in your collection. This is a responsible way to collect and can ensure you stay within your budget. So I did this not very long ago before the tag team boom. I had two Pikachu and Zekrom SM168 promo cards, and both of them I'd graded myself and got a 10. As I graded these myself, I had a pretty nice buffer between what they'd cost me and what they were worth at the time, valued at around £260. I had my eyes on a couple of bits from another vendor on Instagram, so I offered these cards as part of a trade. As you all will now know, the tag teams have gone a bit crazy, and as a result, these have been consistently selling for around the £800 mark. I'm sure many of you will have a similar scenario given the prices of items in the hobby at the moment, but it doesn't matter. And that is because I kept the money in the hobby, so what I traded into has also increased in value, albeit not threefold like those two cards. But the way you've got to think about it is that you're probably up on the item you sold or traded, and potentially up again on what you got in return for it. It may not be up as much as that item you traded away, it may not be as much, and it may not be as optimal as it could be, but you're more than likely never going to hit that optimal return. I don't have a crystal ball, and neither do you. Then in the second scenario, it's a lot simpler. You sold something to take money out of the hobby, and it's as simple as, if you needed the money, then it's never the wrong decision. If it meant you didn't miss a payment on something, then it was worth it. If it meant you could have an experience that you otherwise wouldn't get, then it was worth it. Possessions are great, but experiences in life are even better, and something that you won't regret come the end of your tenure. Perhaps if you took the money out and put it all on the horses, then you may feel a little bit silly. I personally had to part with a few cards when my insurance quote came in. It was 50% higher than the previous year, as all insurances had hiked up. That was a decent bit of change to find at short notice, and so I had parted with a few cards. And those cards again have jumped in value, but it wasn't a mistake. It would be a very, very long walk to work in the rain otherwise. Overall, if it's a well thought out and justified decision, either way, it's not a mistake. You can never time the top and you can never time the bottom of the market. You also can't make everything go to plan in your life. So there's always going to be times that you need to call upon your investments or collection to try and right yourself again. I've done this on occasion and more than likely will require to do it again. Please share in the comments what you've sold and if it's gone up in price, followed by the phrase, "It wasn't a mistake," so that we can all make light of it. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.